you're older now. You were a chef. You went to school and whatnot. When you came out of school, did you say, I want to own a catering company or do I want to own a restaurant?
I said I want to own a restaurant. I didn't go to culinary school, just to clarify to everybody out there. Went to business school.
All those people,
yes.
That guy right there in the back. You. Yeah, you.
But
with red hair. That's you. Restaurant Punk, what's up?
Restaurant Punk.
Restaurant Punk.
What's
up, guys?
I was going to say, does that arm
Georgie
disable your
Sadpants.
vocal cords?
Restaurant Punk.
You guys hear the glass crack?
The cat's meowing.
My glass of water just shattered.
It's not here for the birds.
What's going on?
How are you?
How are we?
Oh, I'm doing just fine and
Welcome,
dandy.
the Pete.
I got a haircut this morning,
No,
so
Gus
I feel
Pete.
refreshed.
Carapete.
Oh, Gus Pete Therapy.
What?
Gus Pete, Carapete.
Yeah.
That's my new sign off from now on.
Oh, absolutely.
And
Well,
if
we back from
anybody that
Greece.
doesn't know, that is my
From
actual
Crete.
name translated into English.
Yeah.
So Gus Pete,
Tzatziki.
Carapete.
Wait, so does that mean I'm going to be
Jesus
Noelle
Christ.
Carapete or Pete
No, you're going to be.
Hold on, what do you mean?
What do you mean?
Did something happen? Elephant in the room.
What's on your hand? What is
George knows how to break that.
What's going
No,
on?
but it's Carapete, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, it's
so
got up
my
on a
name,
yotis.
my name is going to be Noelle Carapete.
Why? What happened? Can someone just say something? Because it's making it so awkward.
Well, that's actually how our proposal went. He didn't say a fucking thing.
Okay. He just threw it at you?
All right, maybe
Who
I
threw what?
teared up a little bit.
He teared up.
A little bit.
So you guys are engaged.
We're
We
engaged.
are
Congrats.
engaged.
Wow, that's all we try to get to.
And so on the note of engagement and events that follow engagements, one thing I wanted to talk about because
Don't get married.
Sorry, Jenny. Jenny, it's just not going to happen for you, sister.
He's like, it's been 7 years.
But do you? I like to ask this because obviously you are our catering chef currently, and you've done a lot of events when we didn't have a catering chef, and I just used you as a lifeline. Are catering events difficult?
Yes.
Like, would you prefer everyday restaurant?
I want to be in restaurants
Order-
more than I want to be in catering. I hate catering events.
You know, I
You didn't get married. Put your hand down.
I love them and I hate them. It all depends on what am I working out of? What do I need to accomplish with what I have on hand?
No.
Like when we do events at the Aviation Museum, when all they have is a 3-wash sink and they want a 4-course meal for 400 people, I hate that.
Nope, not doing it.
Because at the same time, like it's easy to do. Yeah, I'll braise this at the restaurant. I'll just dish it out over there and heat it up and blah, blah, blah. But it's still not the same as executing. Like I love doing events. It's like 40 people.
Would you? Go ahead. Sorry.
A 40-person wedding for 150 a person compared to the 400-person wedding with braised chicken thighs and salads and all this work for $48 a person because they're trying to maximize what they want out of the event. So there's different levels of events and
There's
executions.
different levels of hate that you have for
Yeah.
There is.
Well, would you rather have a restaurant or would you have a catering company?
I'd rather have a catering company.
every day of the week.
You know why?
No way.
No rent,
No.
no electric, no gas, employees only when you need them. There's no dead days. You know what you're getting into before you go into the event. Like you're not prepping the whole menu and then sea bass is just selling out, but you have all this prime rib that nobody ordered tonight. You maximize your efficiency without overhead,
No.
really.
I see. That's exactly how I feel. Like with the
That's how
restaurants,
you feel?
That's how I
I wonder
feel.
why you guys are engaged.
Because you like, of course, I love working in the restaurants, right? Like, I love that every day. Yeah, it's kind of the same, but every day is also still so different. Like, you don't know the clientele you're going to get. You don't know what's going to sell out. You don't know what the special is going to be. You don't know the energy in the room. Like, some nights it's just, you can tell everybody just wants to keep to themselves. Other nights, every table's talking to each other. It's great. There's the element of the unexpected. Obviously, being a planner, I absolutely love, like, there are so minimal unexpected events that happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'll go to an event and they'll be like, oh, I thought we ordered cocktail napkins through you guys. Do you guys not have them? I'm like, that is such an easy fix. I could just run and go grab that right now, as opposed to like at the restaurant.
Yeah.
They're like, what do you mean you don't have the special you had 3 years ago? You know, I don't know.
As a terrible
It's just,
old person.
Well, look, there's
My
other
old
parts. So
person.
what was your exact question in the beginning?
do you hate doing caterings?
Do I hate doing caterings?
Yes.
If I rephrase that a little bit, I want to answer it in a 2-parter. Would you rather own a catering company or would you rather own a restaurant?
I'd rather own a restaurant.
I'd rather own catering.
See, I'd rather.
Once again, 2 against 1. That guy
Yeah. Once
loses.
you establish the catering, it's what would you rather own?
Yeah,
I don't know. It's a kind of
also, like,
seesaw. Like
50%
I love
profit,
both,
like-
but at the same time, would I rather work in a catering
Yeah, but if
company
you
or
own a
rather
catering,
work in a restaurant?
Say you have your own catering company, but you don't have your own kitchen.
That's the
You
hardest
know what I'm saying?
part. Yeah.
Because we know, like, our old acquaintance Ryan, he's been get caterer for years.
Yes.
But he has a full food truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's easier for him to do it than where.
But even that, and like what we've talked about with him is having that food truck. He's like, man, I'm retiring it for some time because every time like I go to an event, one of the wheels busts or this like it's always the facility that causes the most headache.
I think if you're starting off catering and you own a restaurant, or if you don't and you're allowed by your health department and rules to work out of your kitchen if it's regulated, I think there's, from 0 to 100,000 or 130,000 in sales, 150, I work out of my house. Once I hit that 150 mark, maybe I can purchase and have a monthly for a food truck and then move it up to a food truck. And once I hit 500,000, okay, let's get a brick and mortar and work out of. You're not going to if you're hopping into a restaurant, you're hopping into it with whatever rent it is, and you do not know what income is coming in at. I'd rather have an established, if you offered me $1 million restaurant or $1 million catering company, I would take $1 million catering company in a heartbeat, but I would rather work in a restaurant. I would rather own the catering because I know profitability, I'm going to bank on the catering, but on daily operations, I would much rather work in a restaurant.
You're older now. You were a chef. You went to school and whatnot. When you came out of school, did you say I want to own a catering company or do I want to own a restaurant?
I said I want to own a restaurant. I didn't go to culinary school, just to clarify to everybody out there. Went to business school.
All those people,
yes.
that guy right there in the back. You.
But
with red hair. That's you.
But I said I want to own a restaurant. Like when I worked in Philly under the Perrier company, let's say, we catered an event for 700-800 people. The Italian Trade Commission over at Boyd's on, I think it was Chestnut or Walnut Street, 700 or 800 people. The event was flawless, but the menu that they established for that event was perfect for that event. That was fun. That was easy. It was not stressful in any way. Needless to say, all I had to do at the event was tuna tartare. But at the same time, here's 25, 30 pounds of tuna, tartare it all, and make these and send them out.
I'm going to tartare your tuna.
But we've worked at catering events, man. We did a lot of stuff, not just with that company, but with all of them. I love doing them.
I don't know. My thing is when it comes to catering, when in the restaurants, say Noelle sends me over catering for, I don't know, whatever it is. It's always the wrong time. It's always the worst. I'm a person that can't say no, I guess. I should always turn them all down. But
you do.
Well,
you
how about
do
this?
Be saying yes.
Why don't you set up a catering menu with just things you can do?
We do.
When it is busy.
No, we do.
No, even when it is busy, because you don't want to do chicken souvlaki at noon on a Saturday.
We don't do that.
Right?
No, it's not even on the menu.
It's not even on the menu. No, that's what I'm saying.
We sat down and we made a menu,
which I thought would be easy, but it was.
It's money coming into the restaurant. Would you say no to? Let's say somebody calls in a $500 to-go order,
but it's a burden because we're taking away from our to-go orders. We're taking away from the customers there because we're trying to get this 20-person lunch out just like that when it's much easier to close. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good point. He said lunch. Lunch, which you can't really,
which is one of those things with
50
George's
paninis the night before.
No, you can't.
George's is prominently known for lunch caterings. People want it for brunch, breakfast, or brunch. There's no in between. It's very rare when they want dinner.
But you know what? Setting up the downstairs as a kitchen.
Why are you touching the mic?
Because I like seeing Liz
say,
yeah, she's gonna have
get
stroke.
your hand off that.
Nobody sees me after today. Liz offed me.
I'm a widow.
Downstairs kitchen.
Legally?
No, illegally.
Obviously.
We're trying to follow the rules here, Pete.
When I say downstairs,
keep your hands to yourself.
When I say downstairs kitchen, Bain Marie for all cold items. Everything. Just set up for salads, for this and that. So somebody can do everything down.
But see, now we do the cold items, it's something like that, we do downstairs.
Yeah.
It's more of the because it's only 2 grills. And when you're on your 25-minute wait, you have this 20-person to-go order that's just be by 11:30, and you're already busy enough. It just slows everything down. That's why I just can't stand them.
When I
just
was
hear
at,
George every time he speaks. I hate catering. I hate catering.
I hate catering.
Well, there was something that you guys mentioned.
Yes, I'll take it.
On another episode. I think both of you guys were on the other episode with the BOGOs. And
I'm going to BOGO you
You
right now.
started all the BOGOs, right?
Yeah.
So you came into a point where you're like, I need to make it through the winter. Where's the money going to come from, right?
Yeah.
So you did the BOGO. I was in the same position years before you. I'm like, shit, I'm going into the winter. Where's the money going to come from?
You sold your body.
I started catering. That's where Michael Carrot Catering started.
Oh, there you go.
And I
Who's
just started
Michael?
offering caterings.
Who's Michael then?
That's our dad.
Oh.
It's named after him. Named after him.
That was
There's
Dave
something in
Joe.
the
That got
company.
awkward.
But that's
Wow,
where
George.
it all started.
Oh, there you go.
Because I needed to find the money. And I'm like, people were inquiring about like doing a little event for 20, 30 people, maybe a wedding for like 50. And I'm like, yeah, I'll take that. And you know what? It didn't cost me anything. I would get deposits. I had some weeks or months or whatever to plan ahead for it. And that's how it all got started. But it grew little.
Yeah, no, it
little.
grows. You can make money,
It grows.
but I just don't want to do it. I'd rather have a restaurant.
I'll take the catering.
Cute. Take the catering.
Maybe it's because we've
Go
opened up
team.
like 12 restaurants already.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, all right.
Ready for a different venture.
All right.
So at the end of the day-
Final consensus. George hates
you
it.
wrap it up.
I don't like catering. Go ahead, Pete.
I love catering.
I
love Pete.
love both
Whatever. You guys are ridiculous.
Pete and
Hold
catering.
on. Would you
for
rather work
restaurant.
catering or work in restaurants?
Or catering.
Yeah, I'd rather work catering.
Because I can
Catering,
get drunk on that
It
shit.
is fun. That is true.
You
get
just
the
said
alcohol
you'd
at the
rather
end of
work
the
in a
night.
restaurant. Whatever. Restaurant punk.
Ow.
Noelle.
George.
Gus Peter Carrot Peter.
Oh, Jesus Christmas. Georgie,
That's my new exit.
It's Georgie Sad Hands. See you guys later.
All right.
So, remote.
Are all the cameras recording?
Oh, I can move over, right?
Camera 2? Where's camera 2? Camera 2. Liz, are all the cameras recording?
What you got? What do you want?